أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الله الكبير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم وصراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الله الكبير. Okay, we are again indebted to God for giving us this huge opportunity and this blessing that is bestowed upon us today. And this is not by accident, this is by divine design and providence that we are here, and we are given the task to make ourselves closer to God. This is what this endeavor is. This endeavor is a mechanism through which we can actually get closer to God, and this is a huge honor for us. And we should never forget it, and we should be patient and persevere in this task and do it cheerfully, and make sure that we are worthy of this, stay worthy of this blessing that God has given us today, and pray to Him that He continue this blessing upon us, and we should make sure that again stay worthy of this, and that is only achievable if you are grateful to Him and grateful for His blessings, grateful for His favors that He bestowed upon us, and everything good that He has given us, and so allow Him to fix our ways, and allow Him to manage our tasks, and He will do it. Okay, it's God who is doing everything, and so we have to be cognizant of this fact. Again, gratefulness and appreciativeness is a godlike quality, and so we should follow His path and make sure that we are grateful to Him and never forget this. So today, what I wanted to talk to you about, I just want to continue talking about God. And God is always with you. He never abandons you. He's always there when you need Him. And He is the only one that we can actually open up our hearts and our minds and our secrets to Him. He's not judgmental. He's not somebody who immediately accuses of something, that you're doing something wrong. And He always leaves the door open for redemption and for healing. And so God is there, and God is there when an ant in the ant colony breaks his leg. Okay, God feels that. Okay, and He alleviates that pain for that ant, one way or another. We don't know how, but He does it. Okay, and God is there when you're sick, and He feels your pain. He feels your agony. A lot of people don't think that way. A lot of people think that God wants us to suffer. He doesn't. Okay, God would never put a single soul in hell. We are the one who put ourselves into hell. Okay, we create our own hell. So God is there. Okay, and so He's there. He is with somebody who has a bad dream. Okay, He's with those people who are dead and are having a huge problem being dead. Okay, a death which is a death of suffering, like the people of Pharaoh. Okay, He's there with them. He's there with those people who are in need of something. Okay, He's there with the needy. He's there with the rich. He's there with everybody at all times. Okay, but we do not give Him that credit. Okay, so this couple of days, today and yesterday, we had this orangutan, and I show it. I shared my screen so you can see it. This orangutan. This is BBC News, and so you can read about it. This orangutan had a wound on his face, right under his eye. Okay. So some people immediately say, well, where is God? Why doesn't God save him? God does things according to his wisdom. Okay. He's the all-wise. Okay. So he did it according to his wisdom. The wisdom, what is the wisdom? The wisdom is that they observed this orangutan and he started chewing this leaf.
Come from unavailable. Come from unavailable.
Yeah, we're always interrupted at this time by
Unavailable.
okay, well, okay.
He started chewing this leaf. Is what you said.
Okay, so this orangutan had this on his face, and so immediately a lot of us, why does God allow these kind of things? Okay, so they followed this orangutan, and they noticed that he was chewing on some leaves, some medicinal leaves. I don't know what they were. Okay, and he spit it out in sort of like a paste, made it into a paste with his saliva, and started applying it to the wound. Okay, if you haven't seen it, please go ahead and say orangutan with a face wound, and it's there on Google. You can check it out, read the whole article if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. Okay, but anyway, so then a month later, there he is. Okay, the wound is healed. Okay, so all of the Harvard graduates and Stanford graduates, medical school geniuses, okay, nothing. You go there, they cannot fix you. They probably kill you, okay, with the wrong diagnoses. Okay, now they have to go learn from this orangutan and learn about that healing properties of this leaf. Okay, so why does God do it this way? Because he wants to show you. He wants to show you that these things have healing properties. Go learn. Go learn. God says, look around you and learn. You cannot do this without knowledge. So he's teaching you what you do not know. Okay? So be patient. Stop accusing God of being an insensitive God. A lot of people do that. Chapter 38, verse 44. God tells Job, take this herb in your hand and apply it. Okay? There are people today that they believe in faith healing. They kill their loved ones because they believe in faith healing. They do not believe in medication. Who taught you to use those medications? God is the one who did it. Stop doing that. This is not the way to do it. You do not understand the Quran if you do that. God told Job to dig the ground, and he did, and the spring gushed out. And he says, okay, go ahead and drink from this. And also, this is a cool wash for you. Whatever ailment he had was fixed with a medication that only God knew how to do it. This is a mechanism through which God actually teaches you how to do things. Okay? In the case of Adam's sons, one of them killed the other one. He didn't know what to do with his body. And a bird came and buried another bird or something. And then he learned from that bird how to do it. That he can bury his brother's body in the ground. This is how God teaches you. Even in the case of that did the ultimate crime of murder. Okay? He still taught him. God is a sensitive God. Do not accuse God of that he has abandoned you. If you have problems, seek refuge in him. Put him in forefront of your mind. Do not forget him. He will fix you. Don't think about other things. Okay? There he is. There's the orangutan. Okay? And that is amazing. Now, I don't know what the pain relieving effects of this leaf is. Was chewed into some kind of paste with his saliva. How does it do that when you mix it with saliva? That's another thing. Okay? When cats have a wound or something, they lick it. Have you ever thought about it, why they lick it? There is something in the saliva that we don't know what it's all about. So as I said, all of these people with all the titles and degrees and all kinds of stuff, all the papers that they chased in their lives, they don't know how to do this. But this guy knew it. Okay? That's why God did not wave a magic wand and fix his face. That's why. Because he wants to teach you. He teaches the human being what he does not know. Okay? God knows what kind of other ailments this thing can actually fix. So otherwise, this, obviously this thing has properties like penicillin, okay, antibiotic type of properties. Because the wound could get infected, but somehow it doesn't get infected with this leaf. Okay. This is who God is. This is how we have to worship this God, because we need to. If we don't do it, we don't learn. We do stupid things. Okay? You know how many faith healers, they do not believe in vaccination? They're killing their kids. And in the old days, when there were no vaccines, these people used to die from, mumps and rubella and things like that. They used to kill kids. So people had a lot of kids so someone will survive. That's how they did it. So we, in our situation, especially us, I hope that we don't have anybody like that, faith healers, okay? But we have to be very careful. We have to read the Quran carefully and see what it says. We learn from our environment. We gain knowledge from that. That's how God teaches us. So anyway, this beautiful animal comes in here and he teaches us about these things. And as I said, all of those people, they have to abandon everything they knew. Okay? They come in there and now they study this to see what kind of healing properties this plant has, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Okay? So abandon the laboratories, abandon the big pharmaceuticals, okay, who are milking people to death. Okay? 1 cc of something is going to cost $3,000. And if you don't have it, you'll die. Okay? All of those guys, this guy didn't pay a penny. Can you imagine that? And he didn't go to a vet. If you go to a vet, then, oh my God, they charge you to wazoo. But anyway, this guy didn't go, and this is how God heals. This is how God was with him. This is how he does it. And so we need to worship God. God, as I say, is a sensitive God. He feels your pain. He doesn't abandon you or throw you out or something. No, he is with you. Just as he was with him, and just he is with the parable of the ant with a broken leg in the ant colony. And the spiders, if they lose a leg, they grow another one. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the biology that goes into that? That if you can figure that out, why it actually happens, you could go grow another limb? Can you imagine that? Okay? Those are done for our benefit, to teach us. Okay, I'm going to stop here and we'll finish our Jum'ah. Our unit. Allah Kabir.